Welcome to Two on the Go Travel. We are off today to Mount Dora, Florida, one of the cutest little towns in Central Florida. It's actually known as Festival City because they have more than 30 events all year round. And we've been to most of them, but this is the first time we've actually been when there isn't an event. It's hard to find a weekend where there isn't one, but we wanted to go see all the different little shops and eateries and things like that while there wasn't such a huge crowd. So we're looking forward to checking that out, and we hope you enjoy coming with us. Are you ready?
Very much so.
Are you ready? Let's ride.
Well, we made it here to Mount Dora, so now we're just going to go explore and see what we can find.
So Mount Dora was founded in 1880, so you'll see a lot of older buildings here that have been transformed into new establishments, be it foxtail coffee or ice cream shops or whatever it might be. And a lot of the governmental buildings are still the old buildings. And of course, I love to see all the great big oak trees with the Spanish moss. To me, that's just kind of the old South, and it's almost interesting to see that here in Central Florida because you don't think of that. You think of the theme parks and different things like that, but you don't think of the small cities and the people who founded these areas. So I always enjoy seeing that part. And it's also interesting today to be here because usually we have to park about a mile away from downtown because the festival areas start literally right here at this intersection where you see City Hall and the community building signs. So it's kind of nice not to have to walk so far because then we can walk further in town.
I always thought this building was something you would see down in Louisiana or New Orleans type area.
They've done a lot of work on it to refurbish it and make it usable for new businesses, and I think they even have an event center in here. So as I mentioned, Mount Dora was founded in 1980, and this is the John P. Donnelly House. It says on the sign he was a native of Pittsburgh and came to Mount Dora in 1879. Married a prominent landholder in the community, which it seems kind of odd. You wouldn't think of women holding land in that time and area. Said he was the first mayor in 1910, built this house in 1908, and then he died in 1930.
Always like the architecture of the shops in this area right here. Makes it look like they've got a library, books on the outside. It's all done out of concrete.
It's kind of ironic, as many times we've been to Mount Dora, we haven't even been in this area because we're always so busy looking at the festival booths that line these roads. So it's neat to see all these.
Looks like some of them aren't open right at the moment. I might have to come back to this shop.
They're open.
Oh, they're open.
The other one was too.
Nice little area. It's probably at night it gets a little busy. That shop was actually a little different. I thought it was going to be collectibles or cars or different things like that, but it winded up being like wine dealer. All kind of wines and spirits and things like that in there. So what is exactly what I was thinking? We're gonna walk down here to the water first before we start exploring some of the shops. They do all kind of boat tours and stuff up here as well.
I don't think we've mentioned this is called Lake Dora. We are in Lake County, Florida, so that makes a lot of sense. I don't see any right now, but this is actually a very popular place for seaplanes to take off. So we might have to check back later this afternoon to see if we see any.
Very calm out here at the moment.
I was telling Shane that's very surprising to me because usually on lakes on a Saturday morning you're going to see a lot of boats and jet skis and fishermen and whatever it might be, but we've seen one boat and one jet ski so far, so it's kind of nice to enjoy the peacefulness.
There are several nice houses up here at Mount Dora as well, right here close to the lake.
A lot of them have the Charleston style or Louisiana style like you were talking about. But then you have these that are really our style, the nice big modern houses.
On Sundays they have farmers markets, and in this area right here is where they usually have that. Right in this area and kind of up and down both of these streets right here. And if you're into moonshine, have that up here as well. Got kind of a eclectic store here, and then right below that we actually have a British restaurant.
Whoa!
I know one of our friends has been up here with us and in the restaurant and stuff. I know he wanted to eat in there, so maybe one day we'll all come back up here and be able to eat in here. This place has been featured in several videos. I know the salted fry. I know you can't smell it on the video, but we can smell it here. Very much French fries. We have not ate there or tried it, but we'd like to sometime just to kind of see what it is.
Let's check out this garden shop. I don't have a garden, but I've always wanted to take a look around here and see what they've got. So as you can see, this little store has every type of garden flag you can possibly imagine. I don't know that I've ever seen quite so many all in one place at one time. And then of course, you're getting to know me and you know that I love my Christmas ornaments, and they have a huge selection of those. Most of them are collegiate based at the moment, which makes sense since we're starting college football season. Ladies and gentlemen, we may be in trouble. There's an entire Christmas store. Your Mount Dora specialty shop, St. Nick's, gifts, decor, and more. Let's see what we can find. We're past halfway to Christmas, right? So that means we can look at all the Christmas decorations. No judgment zone here. So my first thought as we came in the door was it smells like a Christmas store. And those of you who have frequented Christmas stores know exactly what I'm talking about.
So it's about time for lunch. I think Melanie's gonna grab something down here at Allison's Bake Shop. And I think I'm gonna grab something here at Munchie's Live Barbecue. So we are at a food hall here in Mount Dora. And we got our food set down to eat. Melanie got a plain waffle, which is what she seems to like a good bit. And of course mine's a little different. I got a pulled pork chicken barbecue with mac and cheese and cheesy grits. So
one of these things is not like the other.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'm going to be hungry before Shane is, but that's okay.
And I'm probably not going to eat all this. But look, there's some seasoning on this chicken, but I'm not sure what it is.
It almost looks like it's crispy. Has it got like burnt ends type of thing? Or?
A little bit. It's good though. You want to try it?
Let me try mine first. I have a feeling mine's going to be a lot more light than yours.
Yes. Mac and cheese is good. It's baked. Grits aren't bad. I have had better, but I'm not usually a grits person.
Well, you're also not in Charleston.
This mac and cheese, you can tell, it's a baked like a
Homemade.
yeah, homemade, yeah, but it's more like the church social or the social after church. I don't remember what you call it now.
Church social.
Yeah.
That works. A potluck lunch.
Potluck. Potluck. There you go.
My waffle wasn't from a church social. It was good, but it wasn't anything like that.
No. So we just finished eating lunch. Mine was very good. A little on the heavy side, unfortunately. I have to watch that. But the macaroni was very good. Chicken had a lot of good flavor. The grits, more on the side of instant grits, so wasn't really hipped on that. What about yours, Melanie?
Mine was really good. I mean, I know it's just a plain waffle, but I like plain waffles. So as long as it's something you like, that's all that matters. It was just nice and light and fluffy, and I have room for a treat. I don't know if Shane does though.
So now we're just going to continue to walk around, check out some stores, and see what we can find.
So we are now in Barrel of Books and Games store. It's like an old-timey bookstore. I know that sounds funny, but these days all you get is Barnes & Nobles or Books A Million, if that's even still in business. So it's really great to see these small mom and pop bookstores. I actually used to work in a bookstore when I was in high school and college, so this kind of takes me back to those days. Let's see what we can find. So now we're heading into the lemon drop market. Looks like they have a little bit of everything. Such a pretty little place. Oh my goodness. Look at all the different sauces and seasonings. Unofficial Halloween cookbook for Harry Potter. I'm a little bit concerned about what they would have in there. Frogs and toads and newts, maybe? I think I will pass. But I bet the Amish country popcorn is amazing. Anything Amish is absolutely wonderful all the time. So we're taking a walk down to the other end of Mount Dora now, towards the lighthouse. We've actually not been down here. I've seen pictures of it, but we've not been down to this area. And Shane thinks I'm quite a funny person because I made a wrong turn. I was trying to follow the Apple Maps directions and I saw the lighthouse from a distance, so I just went towards it. And unfortunately that was the wrong way. So as he says, we had to walk back uphill in the sun to go back downhill to the lighthouse. So hopefully it's worth it. At least the trees are pretty.
They are. And I got a fruity drink, so I'm a little bit better about walking up and downhill. It is a Mango pineapple green tea with boba pearls.
Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, not really. Used to not be into the green tea type thing, but here recently, it's not bad. It's pretty good. Melanie tried it. She made a real sour face about it. Wish I could have got that on video.
I'm so glad you didn't. Okay, I've never seen that sign. I've seen about watching for alligators, but I've never seen one. Feeding or enticement of alligators is unlawful. Why would you want to feed or entice an alligator anyway?
We made it to the lighthouse. Kind of calm out here right now. So I think we are getting ready to head out of Mount Dora. We walked around to a good many of the shops, got something to eat, walked down to the water, the lighthouse, kind of walked all over. It's really hard to grasp Mount Dora as a whole in a video because it's just a neat little, I wouldn't say little, but it's a neat town with all kind of shops and restaurants and different things like that, and it's really hard to grasp that all together in a video.
Yeah, that we were talking about earlier, and there's just no way that we can go in each and every shop. We would love to, but there's just so many, and it would take more than one day and more than one video to show you. And as you can see, there are a lot of boats and people putting in at the water too.
So that's going to wrap it up for up here at Mount Dora. So we thank you for joining us and hope to see you again.
Bye.
Bye.